Welcome to another CLO tutorial. Today we are going to learn more about a topic that hasn't been explored as much but has great uses. Modular mode, that is our topic for today, has two sections. One is the modular configurator section, which is the vertical tab menu on the left, and the modular mode, which is the drop-down section to the right. We will have two videos to explain to you the working of the modular section in CLO. This is part 1 of our tutorial of the introduction to modular mode. In this first part, I'm going to explore modular configurator a bit and then move on to editing patterns in modular mode and teaching you all how to save them. So to begin with, let's simply understand modular configuration in general terms. Module, which means a set of parts or units used to create complex structures, and configuration, meaning the arrangement of these parts or elements. Essentially, modular mode in CLO lets you customize your own design by simply combining and modifying pattern blocks. To begin with, for modular configurator, we have specific avatars that we use and they are available here. These avatars have a different pose and size and are used specifically for modular mode. Next, when we are in modular configurator mode, you will see that there are three sections here. That is the folded shirt, man and women. We will be exploring the women folder here. As for the folded shirt, we will explore that in the second part of this tutorial. As you can see, we have a few garment categories present here. We have shirts, polos, t-shirts, and trench coats. I'm going to go ahead and explore the trench coat and use the preset combinations. As you can see here, they are divided on the basis of their sleeve. You have the raglan and the satin sleeves. When I click on them, you can see the garment components, and with a double click, I can import them into my window. Here I can simulate in between and it will be adjusted around my avatar. The 2D patterns are present here as well and they are editable. I'm going to go ahead and add in my sleeve, and once I simulate, I have my basic trench coat available and ready, and I can edit these patterns and have a project file ready to go. These presets are saved from different garments here in modular configurator, and they might not be extremely accurate, but they are basic patterns that are editable as well. I'm going to go ahead and create a shirt now. So here it's asking me if I'd like to keep the default or basic sleeve, but I'm going to start anew, so I will select the don't load option. Here I'm going to start my basic shirt, and like I mentioned before, once I add my different pattern blocks with a double click, I don't have to add all the garment components. I can create a garment without adding all of them, and here I can go ahead and create a sleeveless shirt and save that project file as well. I'm going to go in and add the sleeves and lastly the cuff. Here, even after I have added a cuff and I want to change it, I can simulate and then I can go ahead and add in a different cuff. For example, here I've added a 3-button cuff and I can go ahead and simulate my garment. After this, it's just a matter of adding a fabric and adding different details to my garment, and I have a basic shirt project file ready to go. This is the beauty of modular configurator mode. A project file that would have actually taken me an hour or so to do gets done much quicker. Let's now go ahead and explore a little more. I'm going to do a polo shirt, and again it's the same concept. I simply have to click on the pattern style I want and it'll get imported into my avatar. As you can see, when I add in my patterns, the sewing is already done and understood by CLO in modular configurator. Also, again, the preset options available in CLO are many, and you can build on them with your own styles. Now let's suppose I want to go ahead and customize even the presets and create my own folder of modular templates. It's not only possible, but super easy to do so. So before I move on to modular mode, here as you can see there are many fabrics, and that is because each new garment component you add has its own individual fabric added as a default. So I'm just clearing out the fabrics. Now we will move on to the second part of our tutorial, that is the modular mode, the right hand side drop down section. So now here we have the modular mode, which is essentially where you customize the patterns that we have been using in modular configurator. As you can see, my 2D pattern flats are here. This up here is my block editor, and these are my blocks which have patterns sewn to them. All these pattern blocks are saved in our modular configurator from different garments. Now if I would like to customize a part of the garment, for example the sleeves or the body, I can do it here in the pattern on modular mode and save it. The garment I have now is divided into 3 parts: the collar, the body and the sleeve. So let's get into editing the sleeve pattern. Here I'm going to create another type of sleeve, but before that I'm going to change the pose of the hands a bit because I don't want any collision getting in my way. So now with editing my sleeve pattern, I'm just going to increase the length of this sleeve and add in some volume with a slash and spread. As you can see, this outer template adjusts itself as I go on making changes to the pattern. So if I'm happy with this sleeve, I can go ahead and simulate it. And then I can click the top right corner save icon on the template block available on the top. This will save the garment block, which I can then use later in modular configurator mode. I'm going to create a new folder in which I will be saving all my pattern blocks. Here it'll ask me for a thumbnail, and in case I want to have a screenshot of my garment of the thumbnail, I can do that right now. So I'm going to take a quick screenshot of my garment. And now again in the top right hand corner, the save icon. Here I can select the screenshot that I had taken before and save that. So now I have my sleeve saved. I can go ahead and create another version of the sleeve. So I'm just going to add in a simple elastic to the hem of the sleeve to create a balloon sleeve. The positioning of the sleeve matters because when I import it into modular configurator mode, it will import in the exact same manner. Here I'm saving the second sleeve in the same folder that I had created. And here I have saved the 2 sleeves that I had. So I'm going to make changes to the body and save that as well. I'm converting this t-shirt into a dress by increasing the length. Here again, when you want to save it, it's the same concept. I click on it and I save it from the save icon in the top right hand corner. As you can see, when I go to save it, it becomes gray, and that means that part is deactivated and the one that I have clicked is activated. I'm going to now show you how to bring it in modular configurator. So I'm going back into simulation and I'm opening my modular configurator. Here we have the plus icon in which I can add in my folder. So I'm just selecting the folder that I just created. And here in the modular configurator, you will see the different pattern blocks present. I can put the different sleeves and swap between them here and save these project files. Here I can switch between the sleeves and I can add in more permutations and combinations to my newly created folder to create my own customized garment. To show you a more detailed explanation of modular mode, we have a part 2 of this tutorial where we will explain how to create a pattern in modular mode from scratch and how to work around in modular mode. Thank you. Hope you enjoyed watching this tutorial.